Greetings, Starseeds and Lightworkers. Ava here, and today we're going to be talking with Pleiadian DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family, and we are going to ask her a question around being an empath and how to cope as an empath. I know we have a lot in our community who are very empathic to the point where it affects even their daily living. So let's just dive right into this question and see what DiYeena has to share on this topic. I'm hoping that she has some great tidbits as usual. I'm going to go right in. Here we go. Put you in touch with the Pleiadians. Greetings! This is DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family, and we're here to bring the... what is it? The love. The love. We are here to bring the love, as always, you see. And we are here saying, great work, all the humans. Great work, all the humans. You're doing such a good job, you see. And this is see, this is the way, you see. So many of you are asking these questions about how to, this was the question, how to cope as an empath, you see, as somebody who is what you call empathic, meaning you have empathy. And if you're empathic, maybe you have a lot of empathy, you see, meaning that you feel the experiences of other people very easily, you see, maybe what you would consider too much. Here's what to keep in mind. Most of people who are empathic in this way have lived before on other planets in other dimensions where it is a little bit easier to be in a higher frequency of love. And they're not used to necessarily always being in the denser vibrations that have a wider range of polarity and experience, especially with some of the harder emotions, you see. And so those of you who are able to feel the full range and feel other people, just know that you are most likely a star seed, first of all. And if many of you maybe are already aware of this, and some of you maybe you're wondering, you are curious about this question: are you a starseed? And this is really a clue for a lot of you. You see, if you are finding yourself being very empathic, meaning you're feeling very psychic in this particular way, where you feel other people. This is really oftentimes correlated to other times on other planets where this was just an easy way of being, and you would just communicate with other people in this way, but it wasn't necessarily affecting you so much because you weren't taking on the entire range of experience that included also unprocessed emotional trauma of the person. So what you are often picking up on is the full range of a person's experience, you see. So now when you are interacting with people in this third dimension, you are feeling all the range. You are feeling everything you are used to feeling on these other planets of the light and the love, and maybe a range of variation like this, you see. And now you're feeling the variation like this. And you're feeling the fullness of what they are feeling in this world, you see. You're feeling the full polarity. So it can be very, very troubling or very difficult to manage all of that if you are going to feel like you need to process that, you see. And so it is possible to simply notice it, you see. Even if you are moving it through your body, you do not have to let it stop on every floor of the elevator before getting out, you see. This is where some of you empaths are getting a little bit stuck. You are able to feel everybody, and then you let it go through your body. And then not only do you let it go through your body, but you try it out at every chakra, you try it out at every place, and you try out the energies. And it's almost like, and for different people, it's for different reasons. Some of you are literally helping to process for another, consciously or unconsciously. And others of you are just so sensitive, you are just feeling it all. And to move it out, you haven't found a way to do it effectively yet, to do it quickly, you see, or to do it in a way that is not affecting your body, you see. And so really, it is a common phrase, perhaps maybe not too common, but there is a way that you can do this where you are tapping in, like little fairy dust or something, where you're able to feel the field, but not blend with it, not merge with it. You see, that is the difference. You tap into, touch a little bit on the, you can flutter around it, feel it, have compassion, but we don't merge with it. You see, we don't take it on fully as our own. You see, it's like this touching but not blending with, you see. And so then you are able to hold a healthy, what we will say a healthy separation for the place that you are in, which is third dimension, which is about the polarity. It's about how to hold the both. You see, so if you holding both also means holding yourself in its full frequency and allowing them to hold their whole self in their whole frequency. That is one aspect or one way of looking at polarity in 3 dimension, is being able to be with the fact that we are each individual beings in this world, you see. And in order to do that, we have to honor each other's boundaries, you see, in that way. And that is really how we do it, is really by allowing ourselves to have compassion. You can still extend a little bit of a feeler out and see how they're feeling, you see, and maybe that is just natural for you, you see. But we do not need to go so far as to take on their entire experience and run it through our body on every single level, you see. This is where it is too much, you see. This is where it's not healthy. So the way to do it then is you simply notice yourself. Notice yourself, and you can stop when you begin to feel any kind of energy, especially if it is a sudden energy, a sudden emotion. If you feel any kind of emotion and you did not feel that same way 5-10 minutes ago, stop and ask yourself, where is this emotion coming from? And you can even ask yourself, is this even mine? And oftentimes what you notice then is you begin to say, oh wow, this does not belong to me. It is in the psychic field of someone in my field, you see. And this could be somebody that is in physical proximity, could be somebody that you maybe have spoken to recently or are planning to speak with in a little bit. It can be anybody that is psychically in the field, you see. This can be family members. This can be anyone that we have developed any kind of chords with over time or are developing chords with, you see. And so these are the places where the emotional connections can come, you see. As an empath, these are the places to really notice, you see. So anytime you feel an emotional shift in yourself, take a breath, take a pause, and ask yourself, where did this energy come from? Is it mine? And if you can just pause long enough, you can actually begin to say, wow, I did not feel this way 10 minutes ago. And there is no reason necessarily for me to be feeling this way right now. So let me just see if it's necessary, you see if it's necessary. What is it doing here, you see? And you can begin to actually just say, okay, it looks like this is not mine and I do not need to hold this right now. And you can just let it go, get off the elevator, you see, like that. So we do not have to have it on the elevator of our being, you see, all these emotions and process for other people. This is not the healthy way, you see. This is not the healthy way. We want to be able to allow others their own process, you see. And part of your process is learning the healthy boundaries, you see. As an empath, that is really a way, you see, because you have developed almost an over psychic ability to relate with people in an empathic way. To the part where when you come down into the 3rd dimension, it gets very muddy, you see. So you have to be able to pull it out and separate it out enough to play the 3rd dimensional game, you see, because you are used to playing 6th dimension or something else, other dimension, you see, in another planet or another consciousness or another frequency. So it's important to recognize how our experiences on other dimensions that are also playing out can affect us in these denser places. And when you're working with the polarity, it's just really important to keep this in mind, you see. And so it's like building a muscle, you see. It is not like you just listen to DiYeena and then all of a sudden all your problems go away, you see. We give you the guidance because you are really doing the good work, you see. This is the way, you see. We don't just come to give you all the answers and do it all for you, but we really can help you to just really say, okay, now is the time to do the left-hand turn, you see, and just really, really support you in knowing where you're going and how to get there. Like a little roadmap, you see. This is our intent, you see, to bring the love and help you on your way. So with that, we trust that this information is helpful for all of you psychic empaths that are really struggling to know where you begin and another person, where you end and another person begins, you see. And just to really begin to, just to ask these questions a little bit more. Is this even mine? And did I feel this way before? And just to start to pull it out, you see. Just to let it be. Let it get off the elevator. It does not have to be more of a conversation than that. And if it's sticking around, then that's maybe a lesson for you in there. So also be open to the lessons that these moments bring you, because it is an opportunity. It is an opportunity, and it is for you to see what that opportunity is. You see, it's for every person quite different. So with that, we'll say we love you so very much. And we are so grateful for all of you here, and we are excited to see this community growing, and we are excited to see you tuning into DiYeena and the Pleiadians, and we love you all dearly. Blessings. I trust that this message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe if you haven't already. And we look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any questions you would like DiYeena to answer, you can type them in the chat below. You can also hop over to her website, also listed in the link below, and check that out as well. Blessings until next time, all you light workers and star seeds. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thanks.